And I'm going to go to properties real quick. This will be a question is, hey, my images come in too light, too dark, inverted. Go to properties, go to tools. There's two properties. There's software properties, and then there's image properties. So the first property is just for the software. How's the software going to perform when an image comes in? When you see the first image, it says size calibration. Inherent means you have to calibrate. Do not inherent, it means it just automatically just applies to every time. So you always want to have inherent. If you want the value to be changed, you want to inherent. If you want to calibrate, set that. Optical density calibration. For those that are understanding density in film, this has nothing to do with light passing through the film, like a density, a 2.0 to 4.0 density. This has to do with gray value densities and a gray value based on pixel intensity. Somebody says, well, what's the density? Is it a 2.0 density or 4? This is not light. This is a digital conversion. This is A&D converter. This has nothing to do with film. Gamma, which is your gamma correction. When I right click and I start moving the mouse, remember that's the window and level and gamma correction. When an image comes in, and it's too light, then that's because maybe or this is actually like too smooth. Maybe your gamma correction is set to do not inherent. You just want to make sure that that's inherent. Black and white thresholds, people say auto level. When they auto level, that means it auto levels to whatever this value, the W and L up in the top, it will auto level to whatever the number is averaged between the two. So it may come in really dark. It may come in really, really light. When you auto enhance, it gets the best of the W and it gets the best of the L. So it gets the best of the brightness and it gets the best of the contrast and it applies to the image. If images are coming in dark or images are coming in light, chances are they have the black and white thresholds set to auto level and not to auto enhance. There's no right or wrong here. It's just how it looks when the image is coming in. Somebody's shooting at a very low pixel value, say 12,000, 10,000 pixel value, chances are the image is going to come in white. And then they're going to have to window level through the image to get it to the brightness and contrast that they want. Negative and positive, you see the yin and the yang in the top right-hand corner. So that's negative and positive. Some people like medical industry, they look at things in a positive. NDT looks at things in a negative where it's dark, it's reversed. If people want it in positive, they can just change it right here. So everything that comes in will come in as a positive. Everything that comes in will come in as a negative. And then scale, the scale is also inherent. That means that it will come in at 1:1 or whatever it thinks 1:1 is, true size. If you want to keep that, you keep it inherent. Keep image representation. That means if I put a filter on this image and I go out of it to another one, I go back to it. If that's not checked, then this will go back to raw. If I say, okay, and I go here, and I go here, see how it went back to raw. Do you want the images to look the same as when you get out of them? Properties. You need to make sure you keep image representation. That means whatever you did when you left that image, filter, brightness, contrast, magnification, it stays. And then the second checkbox here is set focus on incoming image, meaning you're doing multiple shots and images are just popping into the image list on the left-hand side over here. If you have this unchecked, you won't see it pop up. It'll just pop up in the image list. If you have this checked, the image will pop up in your viewing window so that you know that image is there. You can shut the X-ray off, move to the next one, and then go back to working. So this is, again, set focus on incoming is user defined. If they like to know when that image comes in so that they can turn it off and move it to the next shot, then they'll probably check that. If they don't want to be interrupted while they're grading the image, then they might leave that unchecked. Tablet mode, we offer a tablet mode, which if you have that, that will automatically be checked. Full screen moves all the tools out of the way. If you don't want any tools, everything can be done with a right mouse click. If you wanted to have all the tools out and just the images that were coming through, you can do that. Image color list, again, this is just aesthetic stuff. You want to change image list to yellow, you can. Blue, green. If you change to a color that's more appealing and you want to change then your fonts, because you can see how the fonts change colors, you can change the font from lime green to whatever type of bold size. You can do that. Name tags and comment tags. The reason these are zeros, remember this is a DICOM tag, 0010001000020. The reason I have these zeros is because if we want to auto route images to a reviewing system only, we can set the tag to say all the zeros and put a 1 here. And then when the images go into this computer, the computer will know which system made that image. By keeping this all zeros, all that does is just make it generic. Again, it's all based on routing